Council members, could you please take your seats so that we can begin the meeting? Council members, please come to the dais so we can begin the meeting. Thank you. Sergeant at Arms, are you ready?
Hey, can I get an agenda real quick? Hey, guys. Hey, can I get an agenda real quick?
Sergeant at Arms, please call our March 1st, 2022 council meeting to order.
Oh, yes, Council of the City of Memphis. Should I call the order for the transacting business to adjourn? All rise, please.
I would like to recognize our chaplain of the day, Pastor Tyrone Hunt of the Healing Cathedral, invited by Councilwoman Robinson.
Let us pray. Our God, our Father, how thankful we are for this day. Before we ask you for anything, we honor you for being the God of all creation. Now, Master, we thank you that you woke us up, and now that we've come with hearts to serve, we ask for your wisdom, for your guidance, for clarity of vision, for unity of mind, heart, and spirit. We beseech your grace upon this great city council of Memphis. We pray that no weapon formed against them shall prosper. And Father, as they make decisions for the good of this blessed city and for your high and holy name, we ask, O God, that nothing will hinder them from making the right decisions that will bring glory to you and blessings to our city. Now, Father, it's in your holy name that we pray that every decision made here today will somehow honor your high and holy name. This is our prayer unto thee, Almighty God. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. May we please be led with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilwoman Robinson, you may be recognized.
Good afternoon, colleagues.
Good afternoon.
Come stand here with me, please. The City of Memphis, Tennessee, by the City Council brings greetings. Be it hereby known that Pastor Tyrone Hunt, in recognition of life and exemplary qualities, outstanding service to the city, meritorious involvement in humanitarian affairs, and demonstrated concern for governmental processes, as has been appointed, what? Chaplain of the Day of the Memphis City Council, and is hereby entitled to all the rights, honors, privileges, and prerogatives appertaining to the office and to the display of this certificate, given under the seal this first day of March, 2022, signed by our chairwoman, Jamita Swearingen, presented by Council Member Patrice J. Robinson. And in addition to this certificate, we're giving you just a little token of our appreciation for blessing us on today.
Thank you.
Thank you very kindly, so much. We appreciate you, and you have spiritually motivated us. Thank you, Councilwoman Robinson, for inviting him. Madam Comptroller, please call the roll.
Thank you, Chairwoman Swearingen. Councilmember Canali. Here. Carlisle. Here. Colvett. Here. Easter Thomas. Ford. Johnson. Jones. Logan. Morgan. Robinson. Smiley. Thank you. Smiley. Warren. Chairwoman Swearingen.
Present.
Chairwoman Swearingen, you have a quorum.
Thank you very kindly. I believe Vice Chairman Jones has read the minutes for the February 15th meeting.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I have read the minutes and find them to be in order, and I so move.
Thank you very kindly. It's been
Electronically,
moved.
please.
It's been moved by Councilman Jones, seconded by Councilwoman Robinson. Madam Comptroller, please conduct a roll call vote to approve the minutes of the February 15th meeting.
Just don't do anything.
Madam Chair.
Would you recognize your vice chairman, please?
Vice Chair, you may be recognized.
Madam Chair, I'm sorry. The minutes are in order, but I do need to remove one item, and that was the item dealing with the towing item. Let me just double check. Yes. 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 I'd like to remove that item, but other than that, the minutes are in order.
Would you like to
Yes.
remove that item and then hold it?
Yes.
Item number 22, ordinance number 58. You may continue to vote.
It has been removed without objection.
Thank you.
Please clear the screen so we may cast our votes for the removal of
We
that
just have a few
item.
council members that need to cast their votes for approval of the minutes as amended, removing item number 22, ordinance number 5818.
Thank you very kindly, Madam Comptroller.
My pleasure.
Recognize me again.
Madam Comptroller, before we read the voting, may we please recognize Councilman Jones once again?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. For item number 22 for our minutes, we had some of the tow truck operators to come before us in committee today. I have brought forth an amended resolution, but I would ask that we hold this item. We can hear it again at the next meeting when you all have had an opportunity to review the revised proposed language for this.
Until the next meeting.
We can still, point of order, we can approve the minutes as amended.
That has been, yeah. So we've approved the minutes. I'm just saying for this item, the disposal of it, we put it back in committee. Yeah, okay.
Madam Comptroller, could you please read the votes that have previously been cast prior
Thank you
to
very
us
much.
discussing?
I
This-
have Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colette, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Robinson, yes. I have Smiley not casting a vote. Warren, yes. And Chairwoman Swearingen, yes. And Easter Thomas is absent on today.
Thank you. That item passed. The minutes have been approved from the February 15th meeting minutes. Now, Madam Comptroller, we're back to the discussion with the removal of item number 22. It's been moved by Councilman Jones. Could you do that digitally, please? And seconded by Councilman Carlisle. Are there any discussions? If not, may we pass this without objection? Councilman Covett would like to be recognized. Councilman Covett?
Okay, Councilman Jones, I just want to verify, make sure we're clear. You have made a motion to hold item 22 until the next meeting. Is that correct? Is that this motion?
Yes.
That is your intention? All right, I strongly support.
Just hold it.
Thank you very kindly. Councilwoman Johnson? Is your
Hit
mic
your
on?
Okay, thank you. First of all, I was telling my screen is not working, so I wasn't able to properly get into the queue.
Jonathan, could you go and,
She's over here.
okay.
My question in regards to the vote we're about to cast is, he wants to take it to the next meeting?
In order to amend and include the new language that we discussed.
Okay, do we have a copy of the new language yet?
You have it now, but that's why I'm not asking for a vote tonight, giving you an opportunity to review this language.
I now have it.
Gotcha.
Thank you. She hadn't passed it out, I
Okay.
don't think. Okay,
So I'm not asking for a vote on this, what would be an amended tonight. We're just asking to put it on the agenda for next week after everyone has had an opportunity to consider the new
could we
language.
not vote on it tonight?
We could.
And just not do it same night minutes?
It's the leisure of the body, but I just didn't want to put it before you, ask for a vote immediately
Okay.
without having the opportunity to sufficiently review it.
Wait a second, Councilman Carlisle. Councilwoman Johnson presently has the floor.
Thank you, Chair. I'll follow suit. I'm fine.
Okay. Councilman Warren, you're in the queue.
Madam Chair, I think we actually discussed this in committee to the point that most of us are content with the amendments that you brought, Councilman Jones. And unless, I just want to know, other than us being able to review that amendment, is there a reason you don't want us to go forward tonight?
No.
And I was wondering, Councilman Covette, you were wholeheartedly behind holding it. Do you know something about holding that would be good for us to do, and why we shouldn't vote on it tonight?
No, I just thought we ought to hold it just so that y'all have a chance to read it. But if we send it to the heel of the meeting, or let's all read it right now, if y'all were ready to pass it, I say rock on. It's a highly technical, political comment. I apologize.
Thank you. So,
I'm strongly in favor.
if possible, could we have Councilman Jones read the amendment so we can all hear it?
So the material changes, we add number 3, which says any additional form of payments accepted by the City of Memphis impound lot, which shall be accepted within 60 days of implementation by the city. And then, if you recall, under the original language, it was a 2%. There could not be an additional fee of no more than 2%. We heard that there are various payment processing organizations that may charge more. So we've taken that 2% to a maximum of 4%. So those are the material changes from the previous ordinance.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I yield back, and I would recommend that we vote on this tonight. So I'll be voting against the hold unless the maker of the motion wants to move it to where we can vote tonight. Thank you.
I'd say if it's the will of the body, I'm willing to withdraw the hold.
Councilman Carlisle, did you wish to be recognized?
Sure. So there's a motion to hold this item. Have we put this item back on the table for discussion? And where are we right now?
Councilman Carlisle, I was just saying that I thought we should not hold this. We should vote on it. And Councilman Jones says he's more than willing to put it back on the floor. And at that point, I was going to say without objection.
Withdraw your motion to hold, then we go automatically back to discussion, and then we can have
So, Councilman Jones?
I withdraw my motion.
Okay.
discussion.
Councilman Jones has withdrawn his motion to hold this item number 22. Back to discussion. All right.
Okay.
We're ready,
in the queue.
we're ready to vote. There's no one in the queue
I'm in the queue.
for the minutes as Councilman Carlisle.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So the minutes, the minutes are done. We're on item 22, the ordinance. This is actually not as amended. It's a substitute ordinance now. So it's substitute ordinance. We don't amend it, so it's substitute ordinance. My question is I'm reading the language, and I want to make sure it's explicitly clear from our end. It's somewhat, I want to make sure it's clear because it reads and/or storage facility shall accept payment by cash and major credit card and any form of the impound lot. So are they required to carry all three? Or is that what you're saying?
Let's take it back. Well, I put my hold back because this should be or.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll move to hold this item for 2 weeks, and then do I have a second?
Yes.
Second, and let's.
Okay, you've moved to hold this item, however, the mover of the hold has relinquished.
Well, but he made a motion to hold it again, so I second that second hold.
Councilman, Attorney Wade, could you please come and share your recommendations regarding these requests?
All right, I think the first motion to hold was withdrawn, and a new motion to hold was made, Councilman Carlisle, and that's on the floor, and that can be enacted on.
And I move the previous question.
Got to vote on the hold.
That's correct. Moved by Carlisle, seconded by Jones.
Okay.
2 weeks.
This item number 22, has been moved to hold by Councilman Carlisle, seconded by Councilman Jones. Let's vote on the hold for item number 22. Special item number 1, move to hold item number 22 from the previous minutes
3 weeks.
for 3 weeks.
Next council meeting.
Yes. And this is removed from the minutes of the February 15th meeting.
You'll be okay. Council members, please cast your votes. Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colvat, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren abstained. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
Thank you very kind. This item passed. Welcome to the March 1st, 2022 regular meeting of the Memphis City Council. Comment cards are available for members of the public wishing to be heard on a specific item. Our Sergeant at Arms has agendas available up front. Please be mindful that all cards must be completed in its entirety, including the item number you wish to speak on. Cards that include a topic are left blank will be held until the end of the meeting for the general comment sections. All those wishing to speak on an item must turn in their comment cards to the Sergeant at Arms before the item is called. As chair, I will only recognize citizens that properly registered in speaking to and submitting completed cards to the Sergeant of Arms. Please be mindful that all of us must abide by the rules of decorum during our council meetings. One housekeeping item, please silence your cell phones. Madam Comptroller, item 5 will be held until April 19th. If you are here to speak on the Coral Vista Plan Development, this case will be held till February 19th. Our add-on items.
19th. April 19th, please.
April 19th. Our add-on items, item number 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. Same night minute items are items 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 24, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And just as we have previously voted, item number 22 will be held until the next council meeting.
Thank you, Chairwoman Swearingen.
Madam Comptroller, please call item number 1.
Item number 1 is a resolution recognizing March 6th through 12th, 2022 as Women in Construction Week in the city of Memphis. This resolution is sponsored by Councilman Canali and Councilwoman Logan.
Councilman Canali and Councilwoman Logan, you may be recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Good afternoon. Whereas women employed in the construction industry in the United States numbered more than 1 million as of 2021, comprising 11% of the construction workforce. And whereas the Memphis chapter of the National Association of Women in Construction has striven for more than 60 years to encourage women in Shelby County to pursue careers in construction and to advocate for those women who are employed in the industry. And whereas NAWIC Memphis chapter 13 seeks to promote cooperation, fellowship, and better understanding among the members of the association.
And whereas NAWIC Memphis Chapter 13 seeks to promote ongoing education, thereby bettering both the lives of the chapter's members and the construction industry as a whole. And furthermore, the chapter works to provide members an awareness of the legislative process and legislation as it relates to the construction industry. And whereas the motto of NAWIC Memphis Chapter 13 states, "As material for the construction of our building, I pledge the agility of my hands, the ability of my mind, and the integrity of my heart." And encouraging its members to adhere to this motto, NAWIC Memphis Chapter 13 enriches not only the construction industry in Shelby County, but ultimately society as a whole. Now therefore be it resolved that the Memphis City Council does hereby recognize the week of March 6th through 12th, 2022 as Women in Construction Week in the city of Memphis, and does encourage all citizens to commend and appreciate the work of all women in construction in general and the members of NAWIC Memphis Chapter 13 in particular. Councilman Ford Canali, Councilman Rhonda Logan, Chair Jamita Swearingen. With that, I so move, Madam Chair.
Thank you very kindly. This moved by Councilman Canali, seconded by Councilwoman Logan. By acclamation, this item has been approved.
Madam Chair, if I could add one thing quickly. I want to thank and applaud all of these women here and all women in construction. What you see today is a snapshot of the importance of women in the construction industry. They should all be celebrated. And colleagues, this is just one more reason to push our trades in schools and stress their importance to the economy of the United States. Thank you so much.
I know
Councilman Colbert.
Thank you. As I know the ladies of NAWIC are getting their pictures taken, I had the pleasure of working with the NAWIC chapter president, I think it was 03, 04, 05, named Shirley Pitts, and colleagues. I could tell you this is an incredibly strong organization. The ladies in construction are really, really making great strides through groups like NAWIC. There we go. I just want to say thank you for everything that y'all have done, and if I can ever be of service, please do not hesitate to call.
Okay. Madam Controller, would you call
Item, as soon as they're seated, item number 2, please. Yes.
Item number 2 is a resolution honoring Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated for the 90th Southeastern Regional Conference to be held in the city of Memphis from March 3rd through March 6th, 2022. This resolution is sponsored by Chairwoman Swearingen.
Thank you very kindly. Will the members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated please come forward?
Sir. Yes. Jeff, would you second this, please?
Those members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated that are part of our staff, would you please stand as well? Yes, please come across the front. And those that are employed with Memphis City Council and the city of Memphis, I see you present. You're in the house and you're to be recognized. Come on down. Not so far, ladies. We have individuals taking portraits, so we've got to have you included. So come on down. You've gone a little too far. Whereas, when worthy circumstances arise, the Memphis City Council has seen fit to honor organizations of our great city and community. Members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated will hold the 90th Southeastern Regional Conference in the city of Memphis, March 3rd through March 6th, 2022. And whereas Alpha Kappa Alpha established the southeastern part of the United States with the chartering of Phi Chapter at Meharry Medical College in Nashville, Tennessee on April 6, 1921, with a name change in 1932 from the Southern region to Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Southeastern region, composed of 8 states, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, Georgia, and Florida. And whereas since 1962, the states of Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee consist of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated Southeastern region and has enabled the regional director to work more closely with chapters of the sorority. And whereas in early 1900s, Howard University co-ed and soror Ethel Hedgeman dreamed of creating a support network for women with like minds coming together for mutual uplift and coalescing talents and strengths for the benefit of others. And in 1908, her vision crystallized as Alpha Kappa Alpha, the first African-American Greek letter sorority, and 5 years later, in 1913, led incorporator soror Nellie Quander, ensured Alpha Kappa Alpha perpetuated through incorporation in the District of Columbia. And whereas from a core group of 9, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated has grown into a force of more than 290,000 collegiate members and alumni, constituting 1,007 chapters in 42 states and District of Columbia, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the Bahamas, Germany, Liberia, South Korea, Japan, Canada, South Africa, and Middle East. And whereas still today, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority reflects the communal consciousness steeped in the AKA tradition and embodied in AKA credo to supreme in service to all mankind, with cultural awareness and social advocacy, marking AKA's efficacy, but acquiring corporate status, AKA made its mark on education, establishing a scholarship award with programming a prelude and thousands of pioneering and enduring initiatives that defines Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated. And whereas through the years, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated has used the sisterhood as a grand lever to raise the status of African Americans, particularly girls and women. They have enriched minds and encouraged lifelong learning, provided aid for poor, the sick, the undeserved, initiated social action to advance human and civil rights, work collaboratively
with the groups to maximize outreach. And whereas the sorority of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated has been guided by 29 international presidents, Soror Nellie M. Quander, to our own Soror Glenda Baskin Glover, AKA's Corpse, of volunteers have instituted groundbreaking social action initiatives and social service programs that have transformed communities for the better of continually emitting progress in our city, our state, our nation, and the world. Now, therefore, being resolved, the Memphis City Council joins in welcoming Soror Mitzi Deese Page, Regional Director of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated's 90th Southeastern Regional Conference to the city of Memphis, this great city of Memphis, and for their service and contribution to our city and state. Be it further resolved, through ink and parchment are most inadequate to highlight such a life of service to others, we nonetheless spread upon the records of the city of Memphis these words with sincere respect as we welcome Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated Southeastern Regions Conference to our great city of Memphis. Giving by my hand under the great seal of the city of Memphis this first day of March 2021. Signed by Jamita Swearingen, Chairwoman of the Memphis City Council, District 4. Welcome, members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and our great and illustrious Regional Director, Missy Deese Page. Please say
All in favor, say aye.
Madam Controller, can we please vote on this item by acclamation, please?
Thank you, Vice Chairman.
Moved by
noted.
Councilwoman
Unanimous.
Swearingen.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If you couldn't tell she was a member, to the member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Councilwoman Swearingen, to all members of the City Council, to all assembled, and to my beloved members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, thank you so much for this honor. I am Mitzi Deese Page. I am the Southeastern Regional Director, and we are so pleased to be in the city of Memphis. We handle the cities or the states of Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee, and there are over 11,000 of us in the region, and over 6,000 of those members will be here in this week in the city of Memphis. We thank you for your hospitality. We know you thank us for the revenue, and we are more than happy to be together in person for the first time in 2 years. Thank you so much for this resolution and for honoring the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, where our motto is service to all mankind. Thank you.
We have presidents from the chapters here. We have tokens for you to give out.
Want to take Jane?
Jane, Jane on behalf, and we have the others. And members of the Memphis City Council, if you see the sun pink and the pavement green this week, you will know why. Because Memphis will be held in multiple members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And don't be surprised if you hear
Welcome. And thank you for coming to Memphis.
Jay, you got it? He's got everything.
Brittany.
Madam Controller.
I got Swearingen and Warren. Ask Mr. Jones, we asked Mr. Warren, so it's all. Oh, she got three?
Yes, Madam Controller, will you call item number 3, please?
Item number 3 is a resolution honoring Zion CME Church on their 135th church anniversary and mortgage burning celebration on March 20th, 2022. This resolution is sponsored by Chairwoman Swearingen. I will put her in as motion live, and I'll entertain a second.
Okay. Jeff, will you second that? Second it.
Thank you very kindly.
Thank you, Mr. Warren. Warren.
Madam Chair, the floor is yours.
Thank you very kindly.
Excuse me, public, we are trying to reconvene and conduct the meeting.
Is Bishop Williamson present? Bishop Williamson. Madam Vice Chair, I would like to delay this to the next council meeting
Okay.
because of the absence of the honoree.
Okay, is there any objection to holding item number 3 to the next meeting? Thank you. This item is held until the next meeting. Madam Controller, will you call item number 4, please?
Item number 4 is a resolution approving an honorary street name change of Stafford Avenue between College Street and Fountain Court for James Alexander, District 6, Super District 8. This resolution is sponsored by Councilman Smiley, and there is a request for same night minutes, and I'll entertain a motion and a second.
I'll move it. Well,
Mr.
Warren has moved
Warren.
it
Moved by Mr.
electronically.
Warren.
Seconded by, would you move it electronically, Mr. Ford, please?
I certainly will, if that's okay with you, Ms. Robinson.
Okay.
Yes, moved by Warren and seconded by Jones.
It's been moved and seconded. Okay, colleagues, Councilman Smiley is not in today, and Mr. James Alexander is not present, but what I would like to do, I'd just like to read into the record this resolution that's going to be presented before us, and there's a request for same night minutes. Whereas upon occasion, the Memphis City Council approves the naming of specified public roads to honor those who have shown light on this community, and James Alexander, an original member of the Barkays, is a wonderful example of a Memphis music legend who is deserving of the city's recognition and gratitude. And whereas James Alexander was born December 17, 1948, and grew up in Memphis, where his childhood home was 898 Stafford Avenue, a stone's throw away from what would become the famed Stax record. And whereas James Alexander started playing music in junior high school and became the bass guitarist for the Barkays, a band formed in 1966 and known around the world for such hits as Soul Finger, Hit and Run, and Move Your Boogie Body. I got to add Unforgettable Dream in there too, as well as The Son of Shaft.
Absolutely.
And he has a career in the music industry that has spanned many decades. And whereas, in addition to being a member of the Barkays, James Alexander also played the bass guitar on the soundtrack version of the iconic Academy Award-winning theme from Shaft, which was written and recorded by Isaac Hayes in 1971. Whereas the Barkays were inducted into the Memphis Music Hall of Fame in 2013 and the National Rhythm and Blues Music Hall of Fame in 2015, and whereas the music tradition has continued in the Alexander family, Mr. Alexander is the father of famed hip-hop and R&B producer and artist Phelan Jazzy Faye Alexander, who has worked with many music artists such as Sierra, T.I., Field Mob, Too Short, Slick Rick, Ludacris, and Outkast, among many others. And whereas James Alexander, the last surviving original member of the Barkays, is a living testament to the amazing musical heritage that he and the band has cultivated through its early recordings with Stax Records. The funky, unique sound unique music the band popularized over the years, and the continued enjoyment of the Bar-Case music by fans of all ages. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of Memphis, Tennessee, that congratulations are extended to James E. Alexander on this day of celebration and recognition of his contributions to Memphis's rich musical history, and Stafford Avenue between College Street and Fountain Court shall be designated and always remembered as James E. Alexander Avenue. Be it further resolved that the city engineer is requested to affix suitable signs so designating such public roads. This is adopted on March 1st, 2022 by Councilman J.B. Smiley and signed by Chairwoman Jamita Swearinger. And so it has been moved and seconded. All those in favor, we can do a voice vote on this item, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? That item passes. Madam Comptroller, would you call item number 6, please?
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Item number 6 is a resolution approving a special use permit at the subject property located at 2190 East Shelby Drive. This resolution is sponsored by the Division of Planning and Development. The case number is SUP 22-03.
Thank you. Mr. Bray, you are here to represent this applicant?
I am David Bray with the Bray Firm, 2950 Stage Plaza North, and at this time, we'd like to withdraw this application. We'll resubmit after we reevaluate and have a chance to meet with the council people.
Okay. Is there any objection to this item being withdrawn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Item number 6 has been withdrawn. Thank you, Mr. Bray. Madam Comptroller, would you call the consent agenda, please?
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. That would take us to item number 7, which is ordinance number 5819, and it's up for second reading. Item number 8 is a resolution approving the final plat entitled Pilot Cartlock Fueling Station. The contract number is CR-5395. Item number 9 is a resolution approving the final plat entitled Gardens of Grays Hollow 2, Plan Development Phase 2, County, contract number CR-5396. And item number 10 is a resolution approving supplemental agreement number 1 to Gardens of Grays Creek Subdivision Phase 3, County. The contract number is CR-5397, and the original contract was number 5372. Mr. Vice Chair, that concludes our consent agenda items.
Okay. What's on the screen is item number 3. If you can clear that, I think we need to have a motion. Well, item number, okay, so the queue has been cleared. Can I get a motion on the consent agenda, please, electronically? Moved by Warren, seconded by Carlisle.
Thank you.
Would you prepare the screen for votes, please, on the consent agenda?
Please cast your votes. We're ready.
Colleagues, has everyone had an opportunity to vote on the consent agenda?
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colvett, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Robinson, yes. And Warren, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Councilman Carlisle.
Thank you, Chair. Colleagues, I'm going to move to suspend the rules without objection to lay down what will be the first of 3 readings on amending our meeting dates for the year. You just have a copy. This addresses the May primary date being moved, 4th of July, and we've moved some other dates to make it work. We'll have 3 meetings to go through this, but we need to start the process now so we make sure that this is done by the May meeting. So anyway, I move to suspend the rules without objection.
Okay, is there any any objection to the rules being suspended to entertain this amendment of the calendar for the city council? Okay, seeing none.
Chairman, I move to have this item heard for first reading.
Okay. Has been moved by Carlisle, seconded by Robinson, that we amend the ordinance, meeting ordinance. Substitute ordinance. Madam Controller, would you?
Hey, Chairman, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Attorney Wade, I want to make sure that we're moving these new dates. Are they being moved as a new ordinance or a substitute ordinance on the meeting? Amending the existing, okay, substitute ordinance on. Perfect.
Would this be special item number 2 since the hold for?
22.
Okay. Great. So has been moved by Carlisle, seconded by Warren, special item number 2, which is our meeting ordinance. Okay, we have a question. Well, before we hear that, we have Councilman Warren wants to speak on this item.
I just wanted to state that I had a vacation planned for May 10th that I planned months ago, and I will not be here at our May 10th meeting.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
I'll be gone.
So seeing no other council members in the queue, Madam Comptroller, would you prepare this item for the vote?
We will figure something out.
Yeah. No, with the mouse over there. If you, go ahead. We approve. Oh, this is gonna be done, okay.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colvett, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Colleagues, I apologize. I received an appearance card for item number 7. It was on the consent agenda. So, Mr. Corey Hester, if you're present, you have 2 minutes to address the council.
Did you see my?
So after the text.
No, but here, this one. That's what I'm going to go.
Probably low.
Do you have any other conflicting days?
I would be down on the last time I'm going to spend time on the beach house. So,
Thank you.
You got it. Budget season. Maybe.
That's what we'll be.
The planning is on.
he needs his mic.
It's on. Your mic is working, sir.
Good evening to the body.
Good
Good
evening.
My address is 3787 St. Elmo, Memphis, Tennessee, 38128. I'm also the business manager of the IBEW Local 1288. I represent the employees of Memphis Light, Gas, and Water. I rise in opposition of ordinance number 7, where Memphis Light, Gas, and Water wants to change the contracted funding amount from $50,000 to $500,000. Now, I understand that Memphis Light, Gas, and Water saying this is to go towards purchasing gas. Well, it's not necessarily going to be purchasing gas. This body was elected to represent the citizens of the city of Memphis. If you allow this ordinance to change to that funded a dollar amount, Memphis Light, Gas, and Water will have the abilities to allow any and all people to get contracts at a lifetime rate. $500,000 without y'all approval, without the city ever knowing anything about it, is just unfair to do. So I'm asking for this body not to approve that ordinance and let the amount of money stay at the $50,000 to where you can come. Memphis Light, Gas, and Water has to justify on why it needs contracting. That amount of money, you can hire tree trimmers, permanent tree trimmers, for that amount of money. So I'm asking for this body to vote that ordinance amendment down, please. Thank you.
Thank you very kindly, sir. Certainly appreciate your comments and your interest in the city of Memphis. Madam Comptroller, could you please call the fiscal consent agenda, beginning with item number 11?
Thank you, Chairwoman Swearingen. Item number 11 is a resolution to accept, allocate, and appropriate grant funds in the amount of $14,994 from the Justice Research Statistics Association for the federal FY18 Law Enforcement-Based Victim Services and Technical Assistant Grant Program. All council districts, this resolution is sponsored by Police Services, and there is a request for same night minutes. Item number 12 is a resolution to accept, allocate, and appropriate grant funds in the amount of $1,395,078 from the U.S. Department of Justice for the federal FY21 Sexual Assault Kit Initiative Grant Program. All council districts, this resolution is sponsored by Police Services, and there is a request for same night minutes. Item number 13 is a resolution to accept, allocate, and appropriate grant funds in the amount of $465,873 from Shelby County Government for the U.S. Department of Justice for federal FY21 Justice Assistance Grant Program. All council districts, this resolution is sponsored by Police Services. There is a request for same night minutes. Item number 14 is a resolution requesting approval to accept grant funds in the amount of $50,000 from Maddie's Fund for a pet reunification specialist. All council districts, this resolution is sponsored by Memphis Animal Services. There is a request for same night minutes. And item number 15 is a resolution to accept grant funds in the amount of $6,000 from Best Friends Animal Society. All council districts, this resolution is sponsored by Memphis Animal Services, and there is a request for same night minutes. Chairwoman Swearingen, that concludes our fiscal consent agenda items.
Thank you very kindly, Madam Comptroller. Vice Chairman Jones, you're in the queue.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Meeting on this item, but my question is regarding item number 14. I don't know if there's anybody in the audience that can address this, but my question is, accepting these grant funds for this pet reunification specialist, is this just a one-time grant, and are we expected to fund this on an ongoing basis, or is there a commitment to fund this position after we accept it for whatever time period, this fiscal year, or what time period it is?
Doug McGowan, Chief Operating Officer. This is a one-time grant, proof of concept for this reunification process. One of the things we know that many times our shelters are filled because we don't have the capacity to reunify pets with their owners. People just don't know where to look. We don't know how to get them back. So there are techniques and kind of some leading national techniques here that we're going to be using. Maddie's Fund is funding this position for a full year so we can test it out. If it proves to be effective at keeping our pet population down, then we'll evaluate the need for a permanent placement. But we're going to be data-driven, and if it doesn't prove to keep our shelter population, then we wouldn't seek for permanent funding. So we think this is a wonderful time for us coming out of the pandemic to determine if these national or promising practices are going to work here in Memphis, Tennessee.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very kindly. I don't see anyone else in the queue. Madam Comptroller, if you could clear the screen so we may cast our votes for the fiscal consent agenda.
My record shows moved back over.
Yes, ma'am. Is her mic on?
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Covett, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
This item passed. Madam Comptroller, please take us to the MLGW fiscal consent agenda, beginning with item number 16.
Which is a resolution awarding a purchase order to Memphis Incorporated for e-business suite succession planning and Taleo Enterprise talent acquisition software in the amount of $164,387. Item number 17 is a resolution awarding contract number 12311, Microsoft Unified Advanced Support to Crayon Software Experts LLC in the funded amount of $151,829. Item number 18 is a resolution awarding contract number 12323, Taleo Enterprise Implementation Services to Think Talent LLC in the not-to-exceed amount of $250,000. Item number 19, resolution approving change number 4 to contract number 11997, commercial auto insurance for out-of-state travel with Pete Mitchell and Associates Incorporated in the funded amount of $121,288. Item number 20 is a resolution for payment of an invoice from North American Transmission Forum for the 2022 Equal Share membership dues in the amount of $51,935. Item number 21 is a resolution awarding a 36-month purchase order to Information Handling Services, IHS Global, Inc., IHS Market, for annual web-based subscription service in the amount of $186,394.74. Item number 22 is a resolution awarding contract number 12300.
Councilwoman, Madam Comptroller, that item was withheld, was it not? Withdrawn for the next 3 weeks?
On the MLGW.
It was not?
Item number 21 is.
Okay.
Could someone help me?
Continue. It's my understanding item 22 was withheld. I apologize for the interruption.
I'll repeat item number 21 and go forward. Item number 21 is a resolution awarding a 36-month purchase order to Information Handling Services, IHS Global, Inc., IHS Market, for annual web-based subscription service in the amount of $186,394.74. Item number 22 is a resolution awarding contract number 123000, disparity study to Griffin & Strong attorneys and public policy consultants in the not-to-exceed amount of $398,000. Item number 23 is a resolution awarding contract number 12340, Vertiv to Vertiv Corporation in the funded amount of $127,750. And our final item is number 24, a resolution to approve the law firm of Lewis Thomason PC to be employed on an as-needed basis at the hourly rates not exceeding $325 per hour. There is a request for same-night minutes on item number 24. And Madam Chairwoman, that does conclude our MLGW fiscal consent items.
Thank you very kindly, Madam Comptroller. I apologize for the interruption regarding item number 22. Councilwoman Johnson, you're in the queue. You may be recognized.
Thank you, Chair, so much for that. My question, believe it or not, is in regards to item number 22. I don't know if there's a representative from Memphis Light, Gas, and Water here today that can give us an explanation of what type of study is going to take $400,000. And I'd like to know what process was used in selection of that particular vendor.
Thank you very kindly. Please state your name
Chair.
and address for the records.
Yes, Daniel Jeans, MLGW CFO, 5371 Watkins Glen Circle West, Arlington, Tennessee. This is a disparity study. The last disparity study that we did was in 2012, And the purpose of this is to look at our purchasing practices to see if there is any opportunity to expand our minority and women-owned business purchasing and contracting. This was bid. We did have two bidders, Griffin and Strong and MGT. So this is a type of study that's recommended to be done relatively frequently. It's been 10 years since we've done this, and so we feel like the time is appropriate now to do it again.
Okay, what were the, Chair, may I ask a question?
Certainly.
Thank you, Chair. This came in at 398,000. Were the others comparable or much higher, or what was the difference?
So they were scored on the basis of several items, and actually Griffin and Strong was the lowest of the two bidders.
You only had two bids?
Yes.
Is it difficult to find individuals to do such studies?
It's a fairly specialized type of study. We did solicit several companies, but we did actually receive the two bids.
The two that did apply, were either one of those a minority or black vendor?
Yes, Griffin and Strong.
Yes, that was my question. Okay, those are my questions. I will feel comfortable, I guess, going from there. And I'll just watch it as it proceeds.
Does that conclude your question?
That concludes it. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very kindly. Councilwoman Logan?
Like to say that I think it's important for us to have an updated disparity study so that we, make sure that we're in line with current trends and making certain that we are at the minority goals that we need to be based on the different changes that have gone on since 2012. If we haven't had one, if we're basing the goals on 2012 and it's 2022, we're way behind. So I appreciate and I'm glad that this is coming forth so that we can have some current numbers to determine the goals for the numbers in WB's spending.
You'd like it to be updated?
Yes, most definitely.
Yes.
I yield back, Chair.
Yes, ma'am. Councilwoman Logan, thank you so much. Councilman or Vice Chairman Jones?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Jeans, I know it's customary for other governmental bodies to conduct a disparity study every 5 years. Why was it 10 years since the last MLG&W study?
I really don't have an excuse for that. We probably should have done it sooner, but we feel like now is better than later, so we are attempting to do that now.
Okay. And just Griffin and Strong has conducted the cities before, and I think that they are contracted to do the county's next disparity study. I think, I could be wrong, but perhaps most, if not all, of the city's disparity studies have been conducted by Griffin and Strong. And as Mr. Jeans alluded to, this is a specialized practice, and you don't have a lot of firms that have the experience of doing so. So unlike when we go out to bid for just general professional services such as legal services, you typically won't have as many organizations that have a track record and have the experience in doing those disparity studies. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say that our last disparity study cost about, I think the amount that we budgeted for the city was about $500,000. So this amount here is in line with the disparity studies that I've seen since I've been on the council, and probably fall in line with what it was when I was on the school board as well.
Thank you very kindly. Does that conclude your discussion, Councilman Jones?
Yes.
Councilwoman Johnson, you may be recognized.
You come back and share that report with us once it's completed?
Yes, we will.
Okay, well, I have to remind you, will you automatically do it?
I'll make a note of it.
Okay.
And
I
We'll
thank
bring it
you.
back to you.
I appreciate that.
It will take a little while to
I
do these
understand.
things.
I understand. Okay, thank you.
All right.
I don't see anyone else in the queue. Is there anyone else that would like to be recognized regarding this item? Madam Comptroller, please clear the screen so we may cast our votes for the MLGW fiscal consent agenda.
Canali, yes. Colvett, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
This item passed. Madam Comptroller, could you please take us to the add-on items, beginning with item number 30?
Item number 30 is a resolution to amend the council FY22 grant allocations, all council districts. This resolution is sponsored by Councilwoman Johnson. There is a request for same 9 minutes.
Councilman Jones, you may be recognized.
Listen carefully.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Move this item and I so move.
This item,
Please.
Done. Thank you.
this item has been moved by Councilman Jones, Vice Chair Jones, seconded by Councilman Warren. Please clear the screen so we may vote on item number 30. Council members, you may cast your votes at this time.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colvett, yes. Ford, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
This item passed. Item number 31.
Item number 31 is a resolution to amend the council FY22 grant allocations. All council districts. This resolution is sponsored by Councilwoman Logan. There is a request for same night minutes.
Thank you very kindly. This item has been moved by Councilman or Vice Chair Jones and seconded by Councilman Warren. Please clear the screen so we may cast our votes for item number 31.
Okay.
Are you in the queue?
No,
It's
just saying, this
item
item
number
was,
31.
came before committee, and I recommend its approval.
Thank you very kindly. I appreciate it. I apologize for that. Vice Chair?
Council member, please cast your vote. Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colbert, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
That item passed. Item number 32.
Item number 32 is a resolution to amend the council FY22 grant allocations, all council districts. This resolution is sponsored by Councilman Ford, and there is a request for same night minutes. That is item number 32, and our display board has a slight delay.
Councilman Jones?
Thank you, Madam Chair. This item was heard in the Budget Committee meeting. I recommend, and it was approved with a favorable recommendation, and I so move.
Thank you very kindly. This item has been moved by Vice Chair Jones, seconded by Councilwoman Logan. Please clear the screen so we may cast our votes for item number 32. Almost. Can you get Macklins?
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colvett, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
Thank you very kindly. Madam Comptroller, please call item number 33.
Item number 33 is a resolution in support of restoring the historic revenue sharing relationship between the state of Tennessee and its local governments, and to return to the local share of the single article cap to local governments. This resolution is sponsored by the Memphis City Council, and there is a request for same night minutes.
Thank you very kindly. Councilman Warren?
Recommended approval, and I will move once it's on the screen.
It's on the screen. It's been moved by Councilman Warren, seconded by Vice Chair Jones. Please clear the screen so we may cast our votes for item number 33.
Is it it? Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colvett, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
This item passed. Item number 34, please. Madam Comptroller.
Item number 34 is a resolution in support of passenger rail expansion between Memphis and Nashville. All council districts. This resolution is sponsored by the Memphis City Council, and there is a request for same night minutes.
Councilman Warren, may be recognized.
Yes, Madam Chair. The committee met, recommended approval, and I so move. And I think on this and the last item, at the time people were saying they wanted everyone who wanted to be a co-sponsor should raise their hand. I think everyone wanted to be a co-sponsor on both of these. So with that, I move.
Thank you very kindly. Is there anyone that would not like to be a co-sponsor? Okay, so we're all signing on as co-sponsors for item number 34. This has been moved by Councilwoman Robinson, seconded by Councilwoman Johnson. Please clear the screen so we may cast our votes for item number 34. Bless you. Bless you.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colvett, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
This item passed. Madam Comptroller, item number 35.
Item number 35 is a resolution approving a litigation settlement and authority to pay in the amount of $237,500. All council districts. This resolution is sponsored by MLGW Division. There is a request for same night minutes.
This item during committee received a favorable recommendation, and I so move. It has been moved by myself, Councilwoman Swearingen, seconded by Councilman Warren. Yes, ma'am, Madam Comptroller? Yes, ma'am, according to, it's been done, but I can do it again. It's on the screen, but I will do it again. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you very kindly. Councilman, we may cast our votes at this time.
I want to read a text from Brandon Porter.
Carlisle, yes. Colvett, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
This item passed. Madam Comptroller, item number 36.
Item number 36 is a resolution approving a litigation settlement and authority to pay in the amount of $80,000. All council districts. This resolution is sponsored by MLGW Division. There is a request for same night minutes.
Oh, I can't call on myself. Go ahead. Councilman Colvett?
Thank you very much, Madam Chairman. The committee met, recommends approval, and I so move.
This item has been moved by Councilman Colvett, seconded by Councilman Carlisle. Please clear the screens so we can cast our votes for item number 36.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Colvett, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, no. Robinson, yes. Warren, yes. Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
This item passed. Item number 37.
Item number 37 is a resolution urging Governor Bill Lee to request assistance from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, for areas of Memphis impacted by Winter Storm Landon. All council districts. This resolution is sponsored by the Memphis City Council.
Thank you very kindly. Councilwoman Logan.
And there's a request for same night minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Comptroller.
Thank you, Chairwoman. The committee met, recommended approval, and I so move.
Thank you very kindly. This item has been moved by Councilwoman Logan, seconded by Councilman Warren. We have an individual, Brandy Price. You would like to speak regarding this item? Please come forward to the podium. Share your name and address for the records, please. Thanks.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brandy Price, 6571 Stockport Cove. Zip code 38141. Well, yet again, we're treated to more political theater in the city of Memphis. And while the taxpayer dollars being spent right behind their backs, where nobody actually knows what's going on, y'all are making deals and asking Governor Lee to work more with FEMA. So I came to read this about REX 84, short for Readiness Exercise 1984, was classified scenario and drill developed by the United States federal government to detain large numbers of the United States citizens deemed to be national security threats in the event that the president declares a national emergency. The plan was the first developed in detail in a major newspaper. But basically, it gives the authority for, sorry, y'all. I'm reading, I'm kind of misplaced. Basically, a large number of Americans can be locked up in FEMA camps, including the president and his cabinet, until such emergency is declared over. So I just, like I said, it's just being how shadowy fucking city government is, I'm sorry, excuse my language, how shadowy city government is, each time y'all just give me triggers, I just says, I can't trust you. So that's all I have to come say. God bless.
Thank you very kindly. Councilman Warren, you're to be recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think the committee wanted to was we're in the process of getting
information to the governor so he can ask for a state of emergency for us. So I think we're having to ascertain specifics that we can present to the governor so he can request this. So this is not really an amendment or a resolution that is acting like the governor is not doing his job by not declaring a state of emergency yet. What we're actually doing is we're trying to get our ducks in a row and let him know that we really would appreciate it when he has the data in front of him. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very kindly. I noticed on the screen to your right, we have a resolution honoring Zion CME.
That's when you call for Bishop Williamson.
I know, but it doesn't it's showing up on our screen for item number 37.
That's what I was seeing when I said could. I still see it too.
It's saying number 3.
But it's 37 is on the left, there's the resolution number 3 then on the right the whole time.
If we can click.
The motion, it's showing the motion on the floor as being the other one.
The motion on the floor is item number 37, but to the right of our screen is showing an alternative.
Number 3.
Thank you very kindly. I see no one else in the queue. If we could clear the screens so we can cast our vote for item number 37.
Oh, this is number 3. Hold on. Withdraw vote.
Our technician, one moment, please.
Basically, we just don't create this number cycles.
Right here. First page. Council members, you may feel comfortable. We are recording the vote for number 37, although we do see a verbiage regarding Zion in the field.
The votes have been
Cast your
cast.
votes?
The votes have been cast.
They have?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Gets
Now it's
worse.
come back. Now we can't see the votes
Okay,
you cast.
and now I can't see your votes, so I'm gonna do a roll call vote on this so we can keep going. How about that? So on item number 37, Canali,
Yes.
It was
Carlisle, Colvette,
Yes.
Easter Thomas is not here, Ford, Johnson, Jones, Logan,
aye.
Morgan, Robinson, Smiley, absent Warren,
Yes.
Chairwoman Swearingen.
Yes.
That's our
Madam
vote on
Com-
item number 37, recorded manually.
Madam Comptroller, if we could, on this particular vote, if we could go back to the video, it was moved by Logan and seconded by someone else, but if we could go back to the video so that we could gain accuracy
Okay.
regarding this.
I think, did we note who voted, who motioned? Please tell me. We noted Logan and Warren in our records manually, and that's
Thank you very
what it
kindly.
was before the
I
system
appreciate that.
failed.
Thank you so much.
Point of information, Madam Chair, was this same night minutes, I believe, and I don't think it's showing up there?
She did share
There
that
was
this
a
is.
request for same night minutes.
Yes, okay, thank you. It's just not on our sheet.
Any objections, Councilman? Thank you very kindly. Madam Comptroller, item number 38.
Okay. I have engaged item number 38 on my system, and 37 is still showing. So I'm going to move forward with a roll call vote of item number 38. And item number 38 is a resolution approving the assignment and assumption agreement between Scannell Properties LLC, number 577, and number 578, District 3, Super District 8. This resolution is sponsored by the administration, and there is a request for same night minutes.
Council Vice Chair Jones?
Thank you, Madam Chair.
It's literally,
Thank you, Madam Chair. This item came before committee and received a favorable recommendation, and I so move.
This item has been moved by Councilman Vice Chair Jones and seconded by Councilman Warren. Please cast your votes on the cleared screen.
I'm going to do a roll call vote on this item as well. Item number 38, moved by Jones, seconded by Warren. Councilman Canali, your vote, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Carlisle? Colvette? Ford? Johnson? Jones?
Aye.
Logan? Morgan? Robinson? Warren?
Aye.
Chairwoman Swearingen?
Aye. This item passed. Item number 39.
Okay. Item number 39 is a resolution in support of President Biden's historic nomination of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to the United States Supreme Court, all council districts. This resolution is sponsored by council members Easter Thomas, Ford, Johnson, Logan, Robinson, Smiley, Swearingen, and Warren. And there is a request for same night minutes. Item number 39.
Thank you very kindly. This item was moved by Vice Chair.
Moved by Vice Chairman Jones.
Yeah.
Number 39.
It was moved by Vice Chair Jones
Yeah.
and seconded by Councilwoman Logan.
This item
second by
came
Logan.
This item was heard in the executive committee, received a favorable recommendation, and I so move.
Thank you very kindly. I don't see anyone in the queue. Please clear the screens or give a vote.
I'll do the roll call vote. The record show is moved by Vice Chairman Jones, seconded by Logan. This is item number 39. The roll call vote begins with Canali. Abstained. Carlisle. Colbert. Easter Thomas is not present. Ford. Johnson. Jones.
Aye.
Logan. Morgan. Robinson. Warren.
Aye.
Chairwoman Swearingen.
Aye. This item passed.
Thank you.
Madam Comptroller, please carry us to the regular agenda items, beginning with item 25.
See if we can get a regular agenda item to activate. We continue manually. Item number 25 is appointments. To the Blight Authority of Memphis, Stuart Lott. To the Memphis Housing Authority, Dorothy Cleaves. A reappointment to the Memphis Board of Ethics, Blanche Thomas. This is item number 25.
Thank you very kindly. Councilman Warren?
Yes, Madam Chair, committee has met and recommended approval, and it's been moved by Councilman Jones. I second it.
Thank you very kindly. Madam Comptroller, there's no one else in the queue. Could you please carry us to a roll call vote?
Absolutely. My record shows moved by Jones, seconded by Warren. This is item number 25, appointments. Roll call begins with Canali.
Yes.
Carlisle.
Yes.
Colbert.
Yes.
Ford. Johnson. Jones.
Aye.
Logan. Morgan. Robinson. Smiley. Not absent. Warren.
Aye.
Chairwoman Swearingen.
Aye. This item passed. Item number 26.
Item number 26 is a resolution appropriating $512,000 in GO bonds for project number FS0412, personal protective equipment for turnout ensemble, all council districts. This resolution is sponsored by Fire Services. This is item number 26.
Councilwoman Logan?
Thank you, Chair. Committee may recommend approval, and I so move.
This item has been approved by Vice Chair Jones,
Item number 26.
seconded by Councilwoman Logan.
Okay.
Well,
Other way around? I'm looking at.
yeah, but it's stuck on this screen again. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to do a visual, okay? Seconded by Vice Chair Jones.
Second, yes.
And I'm going to roll call vote on item number 26 about protective equipment for turnout ensemble for fire services. I'll begin with Canali.
Yes.
Carlisle.
Yes.
Colbert.
Yes.
Ford. Johnson. Jones.
Aye.
Logan. Morgan. Robinson. Warren.
Aye.
Chairwoman Swearingen.
Aye, this item passed. Item number 20,
We'll continue with 27 manually.
excuse me, Madam Comptroller. Councilman Covet would like to be recognized.
Thank you, colleagues. Request assistance. I am told that Governor Lee has sent that information to FEMA, and it has gone to the White House for a declaration. So, good job. Good job, everybody. Well done. But no, I'm just the messenger. Thank you for not, well, yeah, I did it, politician. But yeah, great news, but it's on the way to getting done. Thank you.
Thank you very kindly, Councilman Covet. Madam Comptroller, it's in your hands. Item number 27, Councilman Covet. Yes, please.
Item number 27 is a resolution requesting approval of the sale of city-owned property known as 1417 Nicholas Street, Memphis, Tennessee, 38107, parcel ID number 039019, to the adjoining property owner for $3,000, District 7, Super District 8. This resolution is sponsored by General Services. I'll entertain a manual motion and second.
This item has been moved by Councilman Covette, seconded by Councilman Canale. Councilman Covette, you may be recognized.
Thank you very much. Committee recommends approval, and I so move, Madam Chairman.
Thank you very kindly. Madam Comptroller?
Sir.
Roll call vote, please.
For the record, I have that it's moved by Covette, and who is it seconded by?
Canale.
Jones?
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
They look alike.
That's it, electronic.
Yeah, it is.
Canale, your vote, please. Yes. Carlisle? Aye. Covette?
Yes.
Covette?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Ford? Johnson? Jones?
Aye.
Logan? Morgan? Robinson? Smiley is absent. Warren?
Aye.
Chairwoman Swearingen.
Aye. This item passed. Item number 28.
We're going to number 28 now on our regular agenda. It is a resolution requesting approval of the sale of city-owned property known as 0 Marjorie Avenue, parcel ID number 034-063-00040, Memphis, Tennessee 38106, to the adjoining property owner for $4,000, District 6, Super District 8. This resolution is sponsored by the Division of Public Works.
We're still on 27.
Motion and a second at this time.
We're still, screens are wrong.
Okay. This item has been moved by Councilman Covette.
Screens are wrong.
Moved by
Still on
Covette.
27.
Even though the screens are still showing?
The screens are.
I'll move it.
Okay, so we will ignore the screens?
I can't.
It's been moved by
Council. Right now.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. It's been moved by Councilman Covette, seconded by?
Jones, second.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. For the record, I have those properly recorded. Moved by Covette, seconded by Jones. I'm ready for a vote. You are, Chairwoman Swearingen.
Yes, ma'am, it's in your hands.
Canale, your vote for item number 28? Yes. Carlisle? Yep. Covette?
Yes.
Ford? Yes. Johnson? Yes. Jones?
Aye.
Logan? There's no vote for Logan. Morgan? Yes. Robinson? Yes. Warren? Aye. Chairwoman Swearingen.
Aye, this item passed. Item number 29.
Item number 29 is a resolution in support of House Bill 2812 of the 113th General Assembly, all council districts. This resolution is sponsored by Councilman Smiley and Councilwoman Easter Thomas, and I'll entertain a motion and a second.
I'll move it. Jones.
Second, Warren.
Second, Warren? Thank you.
This item has been moved by Vice Chair Jones, seconded by Councilman Warren.
Carlisle.
Carlisle is in the queue.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So I think Jigsaw was supposed to come and talk about this. If you guys want to vote on it, that's fine. I'll abstain because I never really did get an answer of exactly what and how the board, this is I think the industrial board, the IDB, and we never actually got anybody to explain to us what's happening. But again, if the body wants to move forward, that's great. I'd prefer to hold it. I'm not going to make a motion unless somebody else indicates that they want to. I mean, yeah, and without either sponsor here either. I'm not trying to be punitive to our colleagues, but I just don't know what's going on. So I am going to move to hold this for 3 weeks for our colleagues to come back or somebody to come tell us what's happening.
Without objection.
Thank you very kindly, Councilman Carlisle. Councilman Covette, you're in the queue.
Yes, ma'am. I was going to ask the exact same question, and we have a motion to hold, proper second, and I would like to move this without objection.
Okay. It's been requested to hold item number 27 without objection.
Hold 27?
29 without
Hold
objection.
29? Who
Yes.
requested that hold, please, for the record?
Councilman Carlisle moved it, and Colvett seconded. Warren
Warren
seconded.
seconded? Yes. And that's without objection to hold this item?
Yes.
Thank you. Madam Chairwoman, I might not have any other items. I don't think we have any other items, any other order of business than the same night minutes.
Thank you very kindly, Madam Comptroller. Vice Chairman Jones, would you please read the same night minutes into the record?
Oh, that warm?
Madam Chairman. Madam Chairman, I move that items numbers 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 24, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 be accepted as our same night minutes, and I so move.
Second. Thank you very kindly. It's been moved by Vice Chair Jones and seconded by Councilman Colvett. Madam Comptroller, please allow us to.
Jones, seconded by Colvett, the same night minutes.
Please allow us to do a roll call vote for
item number 3. And Canali, your vote, please. Carlisle, your vote, please. Colvett?
Yes.
Ford? Johnson? Jones?
Aye.
Logan? Morgan? Robinson? Warren? Chairwoman Swearingen?
Aye, this item passed. We have 2 cards that have come before me. Raymond Neal, please approach the podium, share your name and address for the records. How are you doing, sir?
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Raymond Neal. I reside at 1473 Robin Hood Lane, Memphis, 38111. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your service.
Thank you so much for sharing.
These are indeed the times which try men's souls. Sunshine patriots need not to apply. What we have need of now are true warriors. Allow me to give you a glimpse of a true warrior. Dear Governor Bill Lee, we have been discussing in our GREAT program, GREAT program, which is an acronym for Gang Resistance, Education, and Training. We have been discussing in our GREAT program the effects of Tennessee's new permitless handgun carry law on our city and communities. I am a 6th grader at Sherwood Middle School, and it is my opinion that this new law will be bad and people will be murdered, and I think that people should not have a gun. Artemus Ray, that was a letter written by Artemus Rayford, 12 years old, who was killed Christmas morning 2021 as he sat in the living room playing with toys. Ladies and gentlemen, we must get guns off our streets. Can we rescind this immoral law? Can we remove Governor Lee from office? Victor Hugo, the great French writer who gave us Les Miserables and The Hunchback of Notre Dame, left us with this. If the soul is left in darkness, sins will be committed. The guilty is not who committed the sin, but he who causes the darkness. President Kennedy left us with this. Man must find a way to end war, or war will find a way to end man. Thank you. Martavius Jones for mayor, Jim Strickland for governor, but don't tell his wife I said so.
Ain't happening. Ain't happening.
Thank you very kindly. Dennis Lynch.
Smart man, good man.
Please state your name and address for the records.
Yes, greetings, y'all. Dennis Lynch, 347 North McLean, Memphis. Thank you all for being here, listening, and working for making Memphis a better city. I'm supporting transit, but I'm not here to talk about transit right now. You'll hear more about transit in 3 weeks, and also Transit Equity Day, March 28th. We hope you can be there. We're here to talk about energy right now, MLGW and TVA. They're evaluating proposals. They need to have public input. They need to have a public process. It's $1 billion a year, and they can't make those decisions without public input. So we need to make sure there's public input to the criteria. Specifically, in one area, we want to make sure that environmental issues are considered. The IRP, which was done 2 years ago, didn't really look at the environmental issues very extensively. And we know every year the climate crisis grows. We've got to make sure that that's part of the consideration. MLGW is considering, has gotten proposals from a number of power suppliers, but they need to make sure that they're considering environmental and climate issues substantially. Energy storage wasn't even considered in the IRP, and renewables need to go along with energy storage. There's incredible technology work going on there. Even TVA is looking at that right now. MLGW needs to make sure that they include that, and it's not mentioned anywhere in their RFP proposal, their RFP documents. So we need to make sure, and of course we've got great people at MLGW, and they got a consultant, et cetera, but we need to look at it from every angle, and I'm an engineer. I was on the PSAT during the IRP. I think MLGW needs to have a community involvement process. What else do I want to say here? TVA had unbound access to MLGW management because they're the existing vendor. The other vendors need to have fair and equitable access to MLGW management. I got more to say. It's in a letter. Thank you all very much. Have a great evening.
Thank you very kindly. Well, colleagues, it's 5:21. This brings us to the end of the meeting agenda. I will entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting. Moved by Councilman Covet, seconded by Vice Chair Jones.